in this episode, we're going to go ahead and take a look at Roy. We're going to discuss some of the pros and cons of Roy. We're going to look at his kills, his unmasking, his death, and we're going to explore some of the map. Now, with all that said, let's get started. Now, this is the intro for Roy on the Pinehurst map. And in case you're wondering, yes, the cabin is still on the Part 5 map, and yes, you still have to use the sweater in order to kill Roy. Now again, I think they should have gone with an ambulance in place of the cabin or something like that. And I know some of you are in the comment section below going, well, that doesn't make any sense, because what happens if you use a different Jason on that map? Or what happens if Roy's on a different map? They can't go through and change it for that specific Jason on every map. What do you think is going to happen from the Jason X map on the spaceship? Do you think that they're going to put a cabin up there? No. It's going to have a specific way of killing Jason and a specific way of escaping. They're not going to have the cars up there for you to drive through the spaceship out into outer space. Okay, so I'm talking about a specific map. So Part 5 map would have been cool to have a specific thing instead of a cabin. And once Roy is in the water, yes, he moves pretty damn quickly. I think they should have lowered that speed just a little bit because, again, he is human regardless of what he thinks he is or not. Just because he believes he's Jason doesn't make him Jason. The same way a kid believing he's Michael Jordan doesn't make him Michael Jordan. Now let's go ahead and take a look at Roy's kill.
Shit, is that a dead body?
Now this last kill is available for all Jasons, and you can get it by getting to level 108, and it costs 2500 CP. However, I think this kill just looks really damn good with Roy. Now there are some things for me that are comedic about Roy, such as when he goes to break one of the electrical boxes, it kind of looks like he's just punching it with his fist. Or when he hits somebody with his weapon, it kind of looks like he's bitch slapping them like they're a $2 hooker. Which means I'm going to probably have to play as Roy more than any of the other Jasons, well, because I'm going to have to smack a $2 hooker. But one of the things that I really like that they did for Roy is his end scene. He kind of looks like a pissed off groundskeeper that didn't get paid for a job. He just marches off down the street. But one of the best things that I think they did for Roy is his face. This is probably the most detailed face in all the Jason characters on Friday the 13th game. Now, like I said earlier, the kill is still the same as any other Jason, which I thought would have been kind of cooler if maybe at least we heard his son's voice or something. But maybe we'll see some changes to Roy in the future. One thing that I do agree with that they did to Roy is his weaknesses, which are defense, grip strength, and stun resistance. Now this makes sense because, again, Roy is human. Now I do somewhat agree with the strengths they chose. I agree with the extra throwing knives and the fact that he can run. However, instead of stalking, I think they should have given him extra traps. I think it would have been more human for him to have more traps and more knives, and it would have shown more of a human advantage. Now again, these are just the things that I personally like and dislike about Roy, and overall I'd probably give him about a 7 out of 10. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say I like everything about him, and to do so would just be ignorant and stupid altogether. When somebody does bad at something, you don't tell them they're doing good because they won't strive to do better the next time. They won't become better. Like if you're playing sports, for instance, okay, and you sit there and you keep telling a kid they're doing really great, they're amazing when they're just so-so, and you don't tell them what they need to improve on, then they're just going to remain so-so. They're never going to get better. I'm not going to sit here and bullshit you and live in some false reality world and say everything is amazing all the time, because it's not. I mean, that's why some of you subscribe to this channel, is for my honesty, and I'm going to be honest with you. But with all that said, let me know down in the comment section below. Do you guys like Roy? Do you agree with the changes I think they should make? I mean, again, this may happen. They may make changes to him over the course of a year, just like they make changes to all the other Jasons since that game came out. Also, don't forget, we have 2 contests going on right now. Both links are down in the description below. I'm giving away copies of Last Year the Game when it comes out later this year. Also, we have a Ready Player One contest coming out. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell, because if you don't, you will be notified of kick-ass content, giveaways, and videos such as this. Also, don't forget to give this video a big like, because the more likes these videos have, the more of these types of videos I will do in the future. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and all that other great shit. And also, don't forget, we have a merchandise store right now. We have another shirt coming out in the next week or 2. I'll be talking more about that, obviously, when I receive that. So with all that said, I'll see you next time.